Who wants to go out and buy all of these foundations? Who's happy that I went out and bought them all to do this amazing review? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm finally doing this review that I've been putting off for quite some time. I have 10 MAC foundations and I'm going to give you the rundown on them all so you know exactly which ones you want to go out and pick up. So before I give you the specs on each of these foundations individually, I'm going to give you some groupings based on coverage and finish because I know those are the two most important details probably for a lot of us when it comes to foundation. So first, I'm going to start off with coverage. If full coverage is your jam, these are the 5 that you definitely want to pay the most attention to. Studio Fix Fluid, Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, Studio Sculpt, Full Coverage, and Prolongwear Nourishing Waterproof. Right here, you're looking at the 2 foundations in this group I'm going to talk about that have medium coverage. If medium coverage is what you want, you're going to look for either Matchmaster or Prolongwear. And last in the coverage category are the sheer buildable foundations, which will be Face and Body, Next to Nothing, and Waterweight. Now let's move on to finishes. First, matte finish. These are the 3 foundations I have that will give you a beautiful matte finish: Studio Fix Fluid, Matchmaster, and Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. Next, in the satin finish category, we have full coverage, Prolongwear Nourishing Waterproof, Face and Body, Waterweight, and Next to Nothing Face Color. And lastly, we have the natural finish foundations, which are Prolongwear and Studio Sculpt. So now I'm going to give you the rundown on each one individually, and I'm starting off with full coverage. And of course, as the name suggests, this is a very full coverage foundation, but you can use a damp sponge with this and get a very sheer application. Yes, just because the name says full coverage, don't think that you have to have a thick, heavy layer go on immediately. If that's not what you want, use a damp sponge. It will still give you fantastic coverage, but look a lot more lightweight and natural on the skin. It's great for photography. It covers scars and birthmarks. It is a really amazing full coverage foundation. Next is my #1 favorite, the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. This foundation gives you a matte finish with medium to full coverage. It is extremely long wearing. The shade range is perfect, really good. It does help to reduce the appearance of your pores and controls oil. For all of you combo oily people out there like me, you know that we need that. One important thing to remember with this one, definitely have your skin well moisturized to avoid that cakey look. Next is Face and Body Foundation. This is my #1 favorite MAC foundation in the sheer buildable category. It gives a beautiful satin finish and it is extremely lightweight on the skin. If you are a full coverage person and you're looking to cover everything, this is not for you. It gives a very, very natural, moisturized look to the skin. It does come in this squeezy bottle type of an applicator, and as you can see here, it is extremely fluid and liquidy, not heavy at all, and it just gives a very beautiful, natural, fresh look to the skin. Another one in the sheer buildable category is the Next to Nothing Face Color. This is one of the newer additions to the lineup. And this product is actually quite different from all of MAC's other foundations because this is more, like the name says, a face color than a true foundation. It can be used either under or over foundation actually. So you can use this in conjunction with any of MAC's other foundations, which is probably the best way to use this because this one really is more about luminosity, glow, moisture. That's what this type of product provides more than actual color or coverage. Next is Waterweight SPF 30. Now, this one is my #1 recommendation for anyone with dry skin. This foundation is perfect for you. It gives you all the moisture that you need, plus a decent SPF of 30. The applicator is a dropper, which would suggest that it is extremely liquidy, as you can see in the demo. It will give you sheer to medium coverage and all the moisture that you could ever want in a foundation. If any of you out there are tired of all the foundations that you try being way too warm or way too cool, Matchmaster is one that you need to try. This specific foundation has a special technology that MAC has put into it that makes the shade adjust to your skin tone. Now, I can't speak to that personally because I have tried the foundation, of course, since purchasing it, and it's personally not for me because I am an extremely warm undertone person. So I do need those strong undertones at either end of the spectrum. But if you like something like this that will adjust, then give it a try. It will give you a great matte finish and medium buildable coverage as well. If you want a foundation that is going to look just as good when you take it off at the end of the night as it did when you first put it on early in the morning, Prolongwear foundation is for you. Very, very long wearing, but not only that, it looks good throughout the day. There are a lot of long wear foundations out there on the market, but you look crazy at the end of the day. Not with MAC Prolongwear. Beautiful natural finish, controls oil, definitely a go-to for anyone needing that longevity in a foundation. We've arrived, guys. We've finally arrived at MAC's #1 best-selling foundation, Studio Fix Fluid. 42 shades, incredible range. This foundation lasts all day long. It gives you a beautiful matte finish. It's medium to buildable coverage. It does have a little SPF in there, but it's only 15, so you don't have to worry about flashback in your photos. It controls oil. It doesn't look cakey if you don't use too much. And it has been a favorite of mine for an extremely long time and will continue to be because it just gives such a beautiful, flawless look to the skin. A little side note, mine has a pump on it because I purchased one separately to put on the foundation. It does not initially come with a pump. Now, I know a lot of you out there are all about that full coverage life and that long wear life. And so many full coverage long wear foundations give off matte finishes, right? But not this one. Prolongwear Nourishing Waterproof gives a beautiful satin finish, but you're still going to get all the great properties of a full coverage, long wearing foundation. And this foundation can also be used as a concealer. Because of its consistency, it makes for a perfect concealer as well as a foundation. It's water resistant, transfer resistant, lasts all day long, and it is oil free. Studio Sculpt is a creamy gel-based foundation that is perfect, again, for dry skins. It gives incredible hydration, but at the same time, it does give you the coverage that you want. It is full coverage, but extremely natural looking. So dry skins will love this foundation, and also people with mature skin. I know that is a huge issue for a lot of people with mature skin, trying to find a great foundation that gives you the coverage, but doesn't emphasize a lot of things that, of course, you don't want emphasized. Give Studio Sculpt a try because it will give you the coverage, longevity, but beautiful natural look that you want. So that's it, guys. That is the rundown of all of the MAC foundations that I own. I hope I gave you a good overview of them all. And now when you go out to make your purchases, you know exactly which ones will be suited to your needs. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, if you think I did a good job. Subscribe for many more videos like this one. I love doing these reviews. I love finding out as much information about a product as I can to share with you guys, and I appreciate all the love and support. Please also do check out the description box down below. I will have links to every product mentioned so it's even easier for you to go out and make your purchases. And until next time, thanks so much for watching. Bye.